Rift Consent has, like, it crops over the unit portrait.
Oh, okay. Alright. Well, in the bottom left spawn location of Daybreak, we have the Orange Terran player, none other than EmpireBeastyQT, bringing it back to 1-1 in the last game. Can he use his momentum to grab a second win? We will see.
Yep. And his opponent. Oh. Let me change the scoreboard quickly. Swap players. Bam. Alright. His opponent, spawning up in the top right-hand corner of the map, is FXOSlavik as the red Zerg player.
And this map, another good map for reasonably even macro games. I'll be interested to see if we see one of those.
For 48-minute Raven Fests.
Oh god.
Raven, Broodlord, and Infestor Corruptor Fests. This map, it actually very rarely does it get to that point, because those positional nukes that Beastie was landing, you can make nukes work so much better on a map like Daybreak, and Hellion Harassment also, because of the way that the bases are spread out, can be devastating. So the games generally don't go forward on even fronts past 30 minutes. There's definitely, like, unless you're playing a TVT or something with both players, it's like no rush 20 minutes. And it's very difficult to break siege lines. But drop play also quite effective if Beastie does decide to go bio. From a Zerg standpoint, we should most likely see pretty fast 3 hatcheries, or some sort of 2-base muta play.
Mutalists are great on this map. You just have so much dead space around the main. You can make, it's the same reason that drops are very, very nice. You can make mutas work so well on this. And the main is also so large that if you want to actually make it muta-proof, you need to spend so many minerals on missile turrets.
Yeah.
And even roach drop play, roach drop all-ins are great as well.
Yeah, off of 3 bases. A lot of European Zergs favor that. Makes me sad. It's like whenever I get roof on ladder. It even, I feel for the Protosses too. Like after that started being popular, because I'd never really experienced it. Then you just get roach drop and you feel sad.
It's what I do on Ohana versus Protoss. It's like, well, I can't win any other macro games because I'm not very good at playing Ohana style. But
alright, so we do have Beastie going for a 1-Rax FE.
Not going to be doing any sort of early aggression this game round.
Nope.
He got his fix last game.
It's very, very tiring to play those ridiculously long games. We've seen this occasionally come into factor in a lot of the up and down matches when they do go for those like extended series. But these guys are playing a best of 7, and if it does get to that 7th game, and you have a couple of 30-minute plus games under your belt, it's very difficult not to play somewhat sloppy.
Yeah. And even in those individual long games, I mean, once you get to a certain point, a lot of players don't have the stamina that somebody like MVP does. Once you get to like the 40-minute mark, you do start making a couple of mistakes here and there just because you've been concentrating for so long. It just takes such a toll on you.
I actually wouldn't be surprised to see a relatively fast 3rd command center here from Beastie as well. It won't be immediately after the Rax, as he does have double gas down. But we could see it at like 6-7 minutes.
Yeah, we'll most likely see a Hellion into Banshee follow-up here from him so far. And there's a reactor going down on the barracks. Question is, to cloak or not to cloak? That is the question. I don't think he's going to go cloak. Later gas than we saw on Ohana.
We could also see double factory Blue Flame Hellions. On a map this big, it would be great for MVP's build.
I would die a little inside as a Zerg player, but I do love watching those styles of play.
Will be a Starport. We do not have a 2nd factory going down, and a 3rd base on the way here before 6 minutes for Slavik. Still no gas. I'm kind of surprised he didn't go for an early speed. Usually, that's the way Zerg players tend to opt to defend their 3rd base when they do go for this relatively early 3rd in this matchup.
And yeah, we do actually see we have how many queens are on the map so far. We have a total of 3 queens so far, 4 queens. So he's actually going to start spreading creep quite nicely here. And without cloak, actually he could go cloak.
I think he will.
I'm going to hold off on that comment until I see whether he goes cloak or not.
On larger maps, I think that cloak is more viable. On shorter maps, you want to get your production up faster so you can possibly go for an earlier timing. It'd be interesting if he does decide to go with that cloak. Alright, so will he go for double armories first or double factories following his expansion?
It doesn't look like it's going to be cloak. He's had the money for it for quite a while and he is not going for it. So without cloak, These queens should be able to hold this up reasonably well, especially with this Evo Chamber wall starting to form at the front here.
He's actually going for a Hellion Drop first. He may transition into Cloak. This is a play that's pretty common in TBT. The Overlord will manage to scout. What's up? Do you know 100% if he saw the Overlord or not? Caduceus Reactor is faking. So. He does have a Raven building. It looks like he will be going bio too, unless he does cancel that tech level on the third or on the barracks there.
Yeah, we do see the medevac is going to be picking up these Hellions. Moving into the main, what is there to hold this off? He's got a reasonable number of lings.
He has 3 queens here. He'll be fine.
Yeah. Solo 3 queens are not really going to have trouble dealing with this. Here come the lings. Getting more ling kills than I would have expected. But
Beastie getting out of there. Suffering a bit of damage on the medevac, but that's something he can repair up. This will be bio as he's going for stim. I like that choice on this map. Drop play is very, very, very effective and could put you in a ridiculously advantageous position.
On that note, though, we do see Slavik already spreading out his overlords into the potential drop paths of Beastie.
Yeah, this is something that Slavik does, and he also tends to get pneumatized carapace a little bit earlier than other Zergs as well. Really gets puts you in a good spot to defend against drop play. He does try and get us around here on the Hellions, but will unfortunately have to go back. He's actually committing to this, losing a couple Zergs in the process. Keeps the majority alive, though.
And these queens could push forward and take out a couple Hellions if Beastie's not careful at the watchtower. Well, not going to go for it just yet. Orbital command is done at the third of Beastie, so he's now mining off 3 bases. We have a Baneling nest on the way, as well as a lot more Zerglings. Jeez, he's up to 39 Zerglings, and he is going to move forward, and will he get the surround on these? Yes, he gets a full surround on the Hellions.
Wow. This is a big loss for Beastie because he's going bio. He can't replenish those Hellions. That was undenied, uncontested map control until they died. And now the Zerg is free to take both watchtowers, run around the map. Eventually, when medevacs are out, Beastie can pressure again, but this puts him in a bit of a rough spot. It's not the end of the world, though. With this third base going up, a bunker already completed there, he can certainly come out of this ahead still. No fourth here from Slavik.
Oh my!
He's just gonna go. He's gonna heal it up.
Yeah, 11 Banelings on the way. Hyun would be proud.
Yeah, he is going for Infestor Tech behind this. So most likely he'll continue with upgrades as well. This Viking already 1 kill to its name. Wandering
There's about
around.
16 lings just sort of chilling at home.
Oh wow, I was actually gonna try and break this. Bunker here at the third base.
He's moving in. None of these Banelings have gone down yet. They are going to detonate on the bunker. Down it goes.
Yeah, it's going to net him a fair amount of work kills.
How many SCVs did he actually kill off
14.
there? 14 SCV kills.
Unfortunately, detonates the Banelings on the tank there instead of the Marines. But that was still a very, very cost-effective trade.
And he is taking the 4th behind this. He has a total of 5 hatcheries once his 4th one, one of the 4th base complete. And he's back up to a total of 68 Zerglings, so he has so many units.
And the creep is also in place to protect his 4th as well, so... Slavik's looking in a very good position so far, heading into the mid-game.
This Viking is being so annoying, it's getting a 4th.
He's going to catch the tanks out of position here with no Marine support.
Oh dear.
This may very well be the end of Beastie.
He is going to be able to pull the SCVs, blocking the tank off pretty nicely for now. But there's no wall in the main. He does get through the flight. He was not raised. There we go. Finally raising it.
Unfortunate bit of miscontrol there by Slavik. He could have wreaked havoc in this opponent's production.
Oh, the tank survives. But up to a total of 27 worker kills.
Alright, a bunch of mules going down here at the third to try and regain some of his losses. More Zerglings streaming across the map, and a hive is on the way behind this, as well as 15 drones. So Slavik is looking to the late game behind all of the Zergling aggression, and he's really just picking his opponent apart because of the low unit count in Beastie. How's it going for him?
We have a total of 33 Zerglings on the map. He's got a whole lot of gas right now. Does he actually have any investors out yet? No, he doesn't. He does have an infestation pit, but he hasn't used it for anything except for the hive. There's the spire going down as well. He does have passing size, but he can't create investors with energy. Ling's running by into the National Mineral line, picking off 4 more drones. It's a nicely positioned tank, though.
Oh god. super saturated over here at the third base. Does end up transferring a couple workers down here to his fourth. I would be surprised if we don't see a fifth coming out here, or even a sixth base. Slavik's in such a good position.
Oh, he's on 90 drones.
Yeah.
Look at this Viking, 5 kills. That is so irritating.
Oh wow, that's
Just
I wasn't looking for it because it was hovering around its own, BC's own base. Alright,
yeah,
so Beastie does have his tank spread going up for him, and his marine count is high enough at this point that Zergling pressure won't really phase him at this point. He does need to get his medevac count higher, though. He's been really diverting his gas into upgrades and tech. Love to see him get a high medevac count to try and drop to get back into this game. It also helps reduce him out against some investors.
Are pushing forward here. They are going to be able to pick off a couple of Marines. Nice pickup there by Beastie.
Yeah.
Slavik is running away with this game, though. He's getting onto 5th base. He's up by 40 supply. He has +3 armor on the way. He's got a Greater Spire on the way. He's got 7 Infestors about to pop. And Beastie is still struggling to get out of the mid-game. Slavik is already well into his late-game composition. He's already well into getting towards his late-game composition, whereas Beastie's just sort of sitting on the mid-game Marine tank still.
Yeah. Beastie is going to go for a timing here with 2-2. Typically this happens at around 150-160 supply at around 13 minutes, so this game, both players' armies are really where they are supposed to be, but Slavik has definitely traded quite a fair amount better than his opponent thus far in the game. That isn't to say that this is a pushover force here from Beastie. With these tanks each up, it can be very difficult for the Zerg to engage, especially in this position on daybreak.
The investments, if they're controlled properly, can shut this down pretty easily. It's going to come down to Micro, though. If Beastie can focus on those banelings and the investors, it's going to be pretty...
Zergling counterattack comes in. He'll fade it.
And no, the tank survives with 4 health. Hopefully
this is going back into Beastie's favor quite fast. The Greater Spire is finishing, though. However, Slavik only has 700 gas banked up.
The Marines are really out of position to deal with these, with potential Zergling run by, and Beastie is going to go home. Definitely the right choice. He doesn't
I
have
love this
Marines
choice.
up front.
He's trying to drop again here at Slavik's 5th. Unfortunately, this will get cleaned up. Ooh, no pickup going down, losing all of those Marines, unfortunately. 3 Birdlords are on the way. I'm assuming that Slavik is going to wait for a couple more to try and push out and take Beastie's 4th out.
I'm surprised Beastie, Slavik rather, hasn't made any effort to start a spine wall just because he has so many drones. 90 drones is really not where you want to be sitting at the late game.
Yeah.
Especially with him being max now. He really needs the extra supply to create more Broodlords. He's going to be up to 4, I think.
With a couple Corruptors out, he should be able to deal with these drops a little bit more effectively. His minerals are just hurting. Beastie's been doing a pretty good job of denying mining in various bases, and all things considered, he got that 4th up pretty late. So I'm sure as we see him start to garner a little bit of a mineral bank, that spine wall should go down.
3-3 is nearing completion for both players now. Both players are doing pretty well on their upgrades, all things considered. Burrow about halfway done. We have +1 air attacks coming for Slavik as well.
Yeah, Beastie, he is on 1 starport right now, and this is something that's really going to hurt him. Here we go. Another starport as well as a couple more barracks in production. 5th base on the way. A scan does reveal his opponent's Zerglings making their way over to the 3rd base right now. Beastie really isn't doing much to try and counteract this, though.
There is a medevac sitting, lying dormant in about just left of the main base.
Waiting for that Viking to clean up the Overlord, of course.
Yeah, oh, the Hero Viking goes down, and now that entire medevac will go down as well.
Alright, so there is a Zergling parade coming in here to try and deal a little bit of damage to the 3rd base. However, it just gets ravaged.
Yeah, the adrenal glands are done on those Zerglings, I'm pretty sure, and the bunker does not go down. Nice repair going down at the last second.
If he had just one more baneling, that entire
he actually doesn't have adrenal glands. That would have actually swung it in his favor as well.
3-3 has completed at this point for both players, though.
4 Broodlords on the field, not a huge amount. He's going to be up to 18 Infestors once these 8 pop. That's insanity.
It's no 48, but...
We do have Chitinous plating on the way, as well as double upgrades for the air, so he's going to be in a great position to remax on Ultralisks, which is something that is brilliant to do if you realize that your opponent has a lot of Vikings on the field.
Yeah, Corvid Reactor on the way, as well as building armor here for Beastie as he's marking his way into the Raven transition. A couple of spines just completed this 5th in time to catch this drop. as well as the 4 banelings here. Behind this, Beastie is positioning himself forward on this 4th base, though, stimming in. All the infestors are there.
Pretty nice buggles going down on the army here. A lot of infestors do go down, though. The Broodlords are going to be able to...
That was really sloppy by Beastie. He needs to get those tanks out of there before he loses them all.
Yeah, Lynx are even coming home to help buffer if they are needed.
Oh, he does scout the Ultralisk Cavern, though, and the fact that chitinous plating is being researched at the moment. Beastie sending a little hit squad down here to the 5th, behind this drop pressure, and all of the Zerglings do get cleaned up here.
There are 4 banelings sitting at the 5th. If they can get hits, he will be okay here. But also moving forward to the main army as well. The hit squad at the 5th does take baneling hits, but the armor allows the Marines to survive.
Combat shield pretty good. Corvid Reactor does finish. 2 Ravens in production right now, and he's really starting that starport production. The 5th base does manage to go down, and this drop is still dealing damage. 14 kills on this Marine.
Jesus Christ.
What a hero, yeah, really.
If he focuses down, he could be up to a total of like 18 kills. He's on 15, 16, 17.
I don't think I've ever seen a Marine get this many kills in the pro game.
Silly! He's not taking any damage.
This is awesome! Oh, he did get the medevac down, so that will die. 17 kills. That was awesome. And we do actually have a Marauder drop here in the main to clean up some of these spines. Unfortunately, Zerglings are in position to defend this with the Corruptors. So Beastie does get a good, solid count on his opponent's Corruptor count, which is always good. You don't want to go into a battle blindly like you did against those Infestors earlier.
Yeah. We do see a pit base being established now by Beastie. Going to be morphed into a planetary. Already taking a nice 200 damage from that 1 ling.
Beastie's committing a lot of units to doing not all that much damage, considering, and he's below 50 Harvesters. He really doesn't have that orbital bank up like he has the past couple games. And he's really just trying to slowly build up a better composition to try and bring him into the late game.
I like that he's pushing forward a couple of Marines with a Raven to clean up a lot of this creep. As long as the Raven gets out alive, it's worth the investment of those 4 Marines.
Oh, this Marauder hit squad will definitely snipe this 5th before anything can be done.
Yeah, there's not really any links nearby. They are going for a run-by instead.
I'd love him to duck the medevacs out of there. I don't think he wants to commit those quite yet.
Yeah, this is going down. No way he can save that. Bye-bye! And now a pickup, and away runs Beastie.
The Corrupt... Yeah, he does see the Corruptors on the way. Oh, crap.
Yeah,
he does try and juke, but it's ill-fated. As, here come Slavik's Corruptors, taking out both of those medevacs. A double drop is on the way here into the opponent's main base as well. And a lot of mules just finish up their duty over here at the 5th base of Beastie. Slavik really needs to do something about that, because Beastie's income at this point is something that Slavik really doesn't want to contest going into the late game. If he can put a stop on that.
Baneling rolling in, getting a little bit of damage done, but not actually killing all that much. The spine crawlers are going down pretty quickly, going for score now as well. Just not really doing all that much actual damage though, only really going for the defenses, and he will be able to pick up without really... No, here come the Corruptors, and that was really not worth it.
Oh wow, he does meet the Infestors back here at the 5th base. Slavik finally, gets a full...
Rivkin made he has screenshotted the Marine with 17 kills. What a boss. The Marine, not Rivkin.
Yeah. Oh, snap Rivkin.
How many Broodlords are on the field? We're seeing 11 Broodlords for Slavik. He's slowly but surely getting his number up.
9 Ravens,
20
though.
Infestors. Yeah.
A lot of them with near full energy.
Oh my god, that could be so dangerous. He's going to be up to a total of 11 Ravens.
Oh, the upgrades, though. He's really counting on the Ravens to deal damage more than anything else. 3-2 is on the way here for Slavik, and Beastie's still sitting at 0-0, just starting his ship weapons right now. Alright, another Hero Viking is on the way.
These Marines are pushing forward, doing a tiny bit of...
No, he's going to Broodlords!
Oh, whoa, holy god, overextension of Broodlords there. Wow.
That was, One of the most worthwhile contributions that Beastie's Marines have gotten him all games so far.
That was a bit of a misclick.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. We've all done that at some point.
Nothing hurts more than accidentally A-clicking mutas and they run over a massive pile of Marines.
Like the leave game, like even in pro games, if you see a Zerg player do that, the leave game messages are great. Nergios had quite a few back when he played Math Muta in CV2.
Marines moving out, another hit squad of them coming towards the 50. Infestors will be able to deal with that pretty easily.
Slavik's got really a handle on the way that Beastie's trying to play, getting this army up behind all of his aggression to both the 5th base and his main via drops.
He is making Slavik waste a bit of energy on this.
The Banelings. I don't think he'll be able to get this planetary if...
Yeah, building armor, I don't think he will.
Oh no, the turret is at the other direction though. No. It was just going straight for the middle line.
Yeah, I like that idea. Doing quite a bit of damage here.
Benny Hill,
actually,
go.
Could have got the fortress if he just focused it down. Getting 10 worker kills there, not bad. And we have even more Viking annoyance picking off these overlords trying to get rid of Slavik's map control.
Yeah, I really like that he's being active with his Vikings. Like, Slavik is just positioning overlords all over the map. Really doesn't care. And he's lost a lot of larvae to this, and a lot of minerals as well.
Yeah, on the other hand, he is picking off a couple of Vikings here with these Corruptors, so it ends up being a reasonably even trade. A little bit in Beastie's favor, but...
Alright, so we have 13 Ravens at this point to 11 Vikings. Beastie just really committing to medevacs out of that one reactor starport.
I really actually like it. He's cleared a path for these 3 medevacs to move into the main with those Vikings.
And there is a spore wall there, but still. Oh no! The Ravens getting off seeker missiles!
Is he gonna get them? Yes, he hits one of them. The other one probably will die, but nice damage dealt to those Corruptors.
Yeah, but they're gonna heal up. Beastie, all things considered, Beastie didn't actually lose any of the Ravens, right?
I think he lost one.
So he just lost the energy there and possibly Raven, so... That was a good trade. If he pushes right now, though, those Corruptors will be injured, as the Zerg players don't have medevacs.
Yeah. That's a pretty nice position, actually. He has a nice opportunity with a lot of those Corruptors. The orange.
Oh, and there's also a triple drop, meanwhile, going into the main base to clear out all of the opponent's tech. And he's just going to siege up here, too.
Here we go. Broodlord's moving forward. He still is sitting at 9 Broodlords.
The Infestor train making its way down. 3 Seeker missiles going down, though.
They are focusing the Corruptors, though. Corruptors can outrun the Seeker missiles reasonably well, but that does take them out of the fight.
Yeah, but without the Corruptors there... Oh, God. Banelings just clean up all of the Marines there from that triple drop. A couple more from Beastie trying to snipe this Greater Spire, but...
It will go down.
Yeah, only the Corruptors are pulled back. Are there any Zerglings on the map?
I don't think so. And Beastie doing a pretty nice job at sieging this up. The loss of that triple drop is painful, but...
Oh, the Infestation Pit is actually being targeted down as well. Slavik really needs to get in the habit of taking out the medevac before the Marines.
Yeah.
The Infestation Pit does survive. Meanwhile, Beastie has repositioned here at his opponent's 5th base. And he's actually reproducing on pure bio right now. He does have a ridiculous gas bank, though, so we may see Ravens in the future.
Here come the Corruptors and the Broodlords. Where are the Ravens?
The Infestors are nowhere near, though.
There's the Seeker missile going down.
Oh, wow.
Going down on a lot of the stuff. Here come the Infestors.
Imagine if he had saved those Seekers for the Broodlords, but... Oh, wow. His Corruptors just got pummeled. He lost 70 supply in that fight.
Yeah, but there are no more Seeker missiles left, so the Broodlords can clean up the rest of this army reasonably well.
The Vikings are only 1-0 to these 3-2 Corruptors and the Infestors. He does have enough energy for PD, though.
Oh, this is nice. He is picking out a couple of those low-health Ravens. 2 of them are already down. Will he get a 3rd? No, he won't.
No. Retreats to the missile turret. Nice decision there. 2 medevacs are just scouting out the Infestors.
Here come the Broods, though. Nope, they are just stopping now. But this is a pretty nice position to siege up from with Broodlords.
BC's actually just stemming forward and running a couple of groups of bio here to random bases, picking off what he can. A couple queens slated to go down.
Oh, really nice transitions at the last minute. One of them looks like it will still go down.
The infestation pit falling as well. Zerglings will manage to clean up both of these forces. Oh wow, that queen. And 1 HP!
He's getting a second Ultra Cavern. Where was the first one?
The first one was over the fifth base.
Actually, wow, he's just getting a second Ultra Cavern. He still has the first one. This is one of those mistakes you see happen in late game.
Oh, where's his new Ultra Cavern? Because his old one was at the fifth base.
No, his new one's at the fifth. His old one's at the third.
Oh, okay.
Indeed. We see Beastie taking this forward sixth base. These are always really risky bases to take.
But he has the army to do it. I mean, he's sitting even supply with his opponent. His infestation pit was taken down. He's rebuilding an Ultraless Cavern, so he can't really make that tech transition.
He does still have 15 infestors on the field, so it's not like he doesn't have infestors, but
it's very difficult to be aggressive against Slavik, but he can certainly defend his sixth base.
Yeah. Infestation pit is done again, and that is so much gas banked up. I wouldn't be surprised to see him just go for like 6 or 7 more infestors.
Yeah, at least.
He can make 10. Don't know if he's going to, though.
Here comes the infestor train, as well as the Zerglings, and the spawning pool does actually go down.
Oh,
forcing Slavik to remake it. These drops have been very, very cost effective here for Beastie.
And we're seeing Slavik slowly but surely running out of minerals. He's mined out of his third, he's mined out of his
Oh my gosh, and this fifth base is going to go down again, right as it's starting to get saturated.
It's the only thing he's mining off of.
BeastyQT is just out-multitasking his opponent this game.
He could save it with these Zerglings, but that's really nice positioning on the units.
Yeah, especially with those Marauders in front. With the Infestors coming, this fifth base will definitely be saved again.
He needed to save that. If that went down, that would have been disastrous. Because he's literally mined out everywhere else. There's not a single mineral patch left anywhere, except for that fifth.
This reminds me of the way that MMA plays. He just tries to keep macroing up behind drops and stalling out until he can get an army to heal safely. This was MMA back when he was like on top of his game.
Mm-hmm.
Not the side MMA. That's the center of drama.
I'm gonna go through and see how many orbitals he has actually.
Not that many this game actually.
No, he's only at 5. There are lings burrowed at the natural, which is kind of cool, but
there's starving kids in Africa that would just be ecstatic to have 5 orbitals.
Yeah.
Throwing out only 5 orbitals. And these Infested Terror will actually be able to take out this, especially with the Broodlord support here. However, I don't know if he wants to stay long for this ride, as the siege comes down, the siege tanks.
Nice bungle on the Ravens, but here come the Seeker missiles. Is he gonna get away? Yes, they are on Corruptors once again, which will allow him to escape, but the Planetary Fortress is saved.
I just want him to
No, he stopped! Oh, okay. Okay. That was so close.
That was either really lucky or really, really Gosu. Meanwhile, there isn't their drop focusing the hive down, and BC's actually going for the fifth base again. This could be the beginning of the end here.
No, he's taking the lead to the fifth now. The hive is gonna go down.
Oh my gosh. A layer hasn't been started either, which is something you occasionally see certain players do when the games do extend to ridiculous lengths.
The fifth base looks like it may also go down, and I think that will spell the end of the game for Slavik.
Beastie trying to pick up and go in there to get the third too, but Fundle does go down to Medevacs there. The Infestors really need to be careful about these Marauders though. They do so much damage to the Infestors.
Yeah, at this point Slavik has 8 Broodlords, 23 Infestors, 14 Corruptors, and 3 Zerglings, and that's pretty much what he has.
Yeah, and look at this army. I mean, it doesn't have Medevac support, but he really doesn't need to. He has the economy now to be able to produce.
Yeah.
And they're all full energy. He has maybe one that's not. How many Ravens is this? 17 Ravens on the field right now.
There's 15 in the army. Where are the other 2?
I don't know.
They were just rallied out.
It looks like it could be a pseudo base trade here, as Beastie's going for his opponent's 4th base, while Slavik is positioned in his 6th.
Looks like this 6th will finally go down.
And a siege goes up on the 4th base. He's not mining for this anymore, but this positionally, this and all of the creep here is just, you can't put a price on it as a certain player. Here come all of the Corruptors, and bunch of secret missiles going down.
One secret missile hits
Everything.
reasonably well. The other 4 are, oh my god, huge hits on the Disruptors. The only ones that are left are very low on health. The Vikings will clean that up so easily. Slavik dropping in
Or not.
down only 59.
All of the Vikings do
supply.
fall to 2 Fungal Grows. But there's the good game, yeah. He just couldn't reproduce. Whereas Beastie